Are you feeling frustrated being a first-time buyer? You'll want to stay on and watch this video. If you find the content valuable, you want to hit subscribe and the bell notification so you don't miss future videos. So as you know, since the pandemic, when rates were actually at one point as low as a little above 2% to where we are now, which is interest rates are above 7%, that was only less than 3 years ago. It has dramatically taken away the purchasing power of buyers, especially first-time home buyers. You see, some of the main characteristics of first-time home buyers is, number one, they have smaller down payment because you haven't been able to save up that much money yet, right? So the down payment is smaller, which means where you're going to be paying for it is going to be in the monthly mortgage payment. So let's say you are putting 5% down, you're borrowing 95%. Well, that's the financing part, whatever the interest rate may be, is going to reflect, it's going to show up in what your monthly payment is going to be. But when it felt differently when interest rates were at 3% in 2020. Because now, because interest rate is more than double what it was before, your monthly payment is a big chunk out of your monthly income, right? It's what you make every month and what you actually, it's not what you make even, it's what you take home after you pay taxes and deductions and what have you. So with that, it's a little tighter, right, for home buyers to be able to make the purchase. Prices have not dropped that much. Like, depending on the area that you're buying, some areas price have actually not dropped at all. It just stabilized, right? But it just hurts more when you're trying to buy. So with this video, I want to offer 3 potential solutions for first-time buyers who are still committed in buying, okay? Because you kind of have to look and see, does it cost you more long-term to keep renting versus hunker down, bite the bullet, and buy, right? So the first solution to this would be, maybe your first home is not your forever home, and it may not be in the area or the city that is ideal for you, but it may make sense for now. For example, let's say you're a new family and you're starting out and you're expecting your first baby. Well, that first baby is not gonna be in the public school system for 4 to 5 years, right? And you're expecting, so you haven't even had the baby yet, and it takes 9 months and so on and so forth to have the baby. So you have about 4 or 5 years to look to get settled into your first home that may not have the most desirable school area, right? Because there's a correlation between the quality of the schools to the price of the home, and you may want to watch this video to learn more, okay? I did a video on this. But with that, maybe where you live is not as important yet, because it doesn't need to be tied to the school district if you're a new family starting out. And then 4 or 5 years from now, you would have let the house appreciate, and then you take the equity, what the house has appreciated to be, take that money and go buy your next home, right? Your replacement home that would be more an ideal situation where it's in the school area that you would be happy with. So that's one solution. Don't get caught up on where the house is or what city or what school district is in, because if you work out the timing right, it may not be the house that you're going to live in 5 years from now. Okay. Number 2, potentially there are, first-time home buyers assistance program. There's CalHFA program. There's, just depending on the area, like in Napa County, there's an assistance program called proximity loan, right? For example, so different areas have different first-time buyers assistance program. You may want to look into those, because those first-time buyers assistance program can help pay either for the closing costs, right? Or you can use it towards the down payment. So it'll beef up Like it'll increase your down payment. So that's another option. It'll strengthen your offer. And many of those first-time home buyers assistance program, it acts as what we call a silent second, which means you don't have to pay that loan back. You're not making monthly payment on it. You pay that silent second loan back when you are refinancing or when you're selling the home, and that's when the balance of that second loan is due. So it doesn't impact your monthly mortgage payment. Okay. Now, I'm not a lender. I don't work as a lender, but I've done enough. I've represented enough buyers to know that those programs can be powerful for first-time buyers. And if you want more information or if you want recommendation of a lender, email me at kasamasales.com. I'm more than happy to connect you with a reputable lender who specializes in those programs. Third solution is new homes, new construction, yay! You know what's so great about new homes? They have a special incentive if you end up working with their financing arm, their actually in-house lender, because they can actually help buy down the interest rates, and you can end up, at instead of 7.5%, you might be able to get something at 6 or 6.5%, which hugely gives the buyer a relief in the monthly mortgage payment because the cost of borrowing the money is lower. The interest rate is lower. Again, if you are thinking about looking at new homes, you should really have the real estate agent, your favorite real estate agent who's been working with you all of this time, to attend the first meeting with you, because you are far better off, bar none, to have your real estate agent be part of that brand new home purchase, because they're going to ask questions that you wouldn't even think to ask. You wouldn't even know to ask, right? And if you want, I would suggest that you watch the video on this as well. I don't know which side it's going to be on, but there's a video that I did that talked about why buy, the advantages of buying brand new home. So I hope this is helpful. Any questions, I'm always available to answer any questions you may have. Just send me an email. Thanks for watching.